Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. Today we have Datta Bhai, who would be conducting the class given Vimish Bhai is a bit unwell. So, Datta Bhai, over to you.
Om Shanti and a very good morning. Before we begin, I would like to request everyone to sit back, relaxed and comfortable. And let us look at ourselves as a sparkling star, shining bright in the center of our forehead. Focusing all my attention and energy on this tiny point of light. Which is so pure, beautiful, and peaceful. And as I see this point of light, I see the light of peace and purity spreading all around me. I am full of light, full of peace. At ease and very comfortable. Take a deep breath and bring your attention back. Om Shanti and welcome back. So today's theme or the topic of today's session is very, very interesting, very beautiful. How to master meditation magically. And I'm so glad that Sister thought of me to share my experience, my journey, and my thoughts on this particular topic. As we all get closer to this institution in our own spiritual journey, and when we learn a lot of things, we also learn this art of meditation. Let it be anyone who gets associated with Brahma Kumaris, right? And as we understand the knowledge, slowly we get into this process of meditating, which is so different, which is so unique, which is not taught by any other institution. And it is very, very easy for anyone to learn and anyone to understand. And every day, as we hear in Murli also, like you just have to look at yourself as a soul and remember Baba in Paramdham. So it is just very simple form of meditation, which everyone understands. And we know that this is our journey and this is our destination. And this is what we are supposed to do. So this is what our Rajyoga meditation is. Now, the effort is in remembering how much or how many times do we take effort to reach that particular destination. And that is what is giving us that peace, that lightness, and that spiritual progress will happen more the more we practice this. But the objective of meditation, in a very simple terms, or even in the worldly manner, if we see, is to reduce the number of waste thoughts that we have. And even here, Baba is constantly reminding us to reduce the waste, unwanted thoughts, and focus on only pure, positive, and elevated thoughts. And we learn it through the godly versions, and Baba reminding us of who we are, our original state, our original being, the quality of our soul, and reminding us of our original form, how we were and how we are right now, and what are we becoming in the soul process. So, in order to practice meditation, like what I have learned or I have discovered is the more you do it yourself, not very long meditations, but doing very simple, short meditations have actually helped me in the soul journey. And especially, like we have been talking and telling people about this, that we have regular traffic controls that we follow. So I have been doing this, and especially like my work is such that I get a lot of time, especially when I'm at home, other than work. So I've customized that whole traffic control, and I have set it to every 15 minutes. I mean, I do it after every 1 hour for sure, but especially when I have time and I have enough time, or very less, work in terms of the corporate trainings or anything like other than that, like when I'm at home. So I do this practice wherein I have set the traffic control after every 15 minutes, and I give myself a task or a goal that, this is what I have to practice throughout the day, or for next 1 hour, I have to practice this particular thing. So it could be like reminding myself of 5 forms, or focusing on one form, or focusing on only one particular point of self-respect, or swaman, you can say, and then staying in that awareness for 2 to 3 minutes. Like, let's say like in the first minute, first traffic control of the hour, let's say, I'm saying that I'm very peaceful. So I'm just focusing on that one thought and checking myself, okay, what my thoughts are, and bringing my attention again and again back to this point of light, reminding myself of who I am, very peaceful, and experiencing that peace, focusing on that point of light. After 15 minutes again, when I have the next traffic control, I see myself, my attention. From here, I take that point of light, go home with Baba, ocean of peace, and I'm a peaceful soul. So staying there in Baba's company, experiencing that light, that peace, and my presence with Baba. Then after 15 minutes again, the third traffic control, I practice it in such a way that me and Baba is giving me that light of peace, and I'm spreading that whole energy in this beautiful world to each and every soul on this planet. And everyone is becoming peaceful. Only this. And again, in the fourth traffic control, I experience me and Baba combined in this body, feeling that peace of divine light, and me being peaceful and spreading that energy everywhere around, wherever I am. So this is how I practice. And I have seen that, if you do this for at least 2 to 3 hours, you feel amazing. Where the amount of effort that you're putting in any task, that effort has reduced. It becomes very, very easy for me to focus, the productivity increases, and there's much lightness that I've experienced. Initially, before doing it, I thought that, it might be a little time consuming. I mean, why to sit back and why to take that effort? But in that whole process, I've seen that the effort is actually reduced, because you are very, very easy, focused, and you are just focusing about your work, and there are less distractions. There is more of self-control that you experience, and automatically the waste has reduced. And it really empowers me, where I just feel that I'm connected with Baba, divine, and I experience his presence around me. And also, this has helped me in a very different way. It is a magical experience sometimes, that whatever you need, okay, those things are just coming to you. You don't have to take much effort in running behind things. So that is where that whole connection, that whole, stability of your mind, or experiencing or staying in your own consciousness, becomes easy. So, of course, like having a long, half an hour, 45 minutes, or 1 hour meditation definitely helps. But during the day, throughout, you doing any work, you can still practice this. And I remember, like, even Baba reminding us that whenever you start any task, you sit in silence, remember Baba, invite Baba, and then you do it. Even that is the best practice. So, which will allow us to be in our own, consciousness, remind us of who we are, our connection with Baba. And with Baba's help, we do that task. And again, there is less effort and more results that we see. So this is something that I have been practicing, and I love this type of meditations, and it has really, really helped me. Another thing is that as we practice and as we help others to do it, even that is helping me, because to be more and more creative, especially when we come in contact with new souls who are absolutely new to this knowledge, and especially if someone is surrounded with some or the other problem that they talk to us about their life or their concerns, their problems. I remember that we had a writing meeting with Sister Jayanti in Pune long back. I think this was around in 2013, and it was a very small group meeting Didi and talking about how to do seva and all. And she gave one very beautiful example that instead of giving a lot of gyan, instead of listening to their problems, of course you have to listen, and later on, instead of giving any solution, you just sit with them and help them with some guided commentaries. It could be for a minute or two, and help them connect with themselves first. And through these guided commentaries, it can help them overcome their problem. And as their mind is stabilized, they'll see what is the best solution for them. So you just have to, help them with good, pure, positive, elevated thoughts. And I remember, like, after listening to this, I have practically seen that it really helps. So their focus moves from, problems to more solutions, or they see more opportunities. Okay, what can be done? So instead of you telling them about you do this, you do that, they know what their problem is. They know what is actually, could be a possible solution. The only effort we have to take is to help them stabilize their mind. And even that works in a wonderful way. It's a great magic that we see, that how a simple guided commentary can help me and the other person who is surrounded by the challenges in life. So even that is a wonderful way to do service. And also I can be focused on my own self, my own consciousness, my own awareness of who I am, and instead of getting entangled in others' problems and listening to all the waste. So of course listening helps, but I'm not accepting any negativity or allowing any negativity to enter me. And this is how I can protect myself. And very important thing is that whatever happens in my life, how easily I can put a full stop to whatever has happened. So to do that, our knowledge is very, very useful. And the more we focus our attention on our studies, regular reading of Murli, the Sakar Murli, or the Avyakt Murli, that study actually helps us so that we remember what is Srimad and what am I supposed to do. And then even that one single point sometimes helps us to put that full stop. And even that helps me to practice meditation easily. There will be a lot of things happening around me. There will be a lot of upheaval. And to help me connect with Baba, the knowledge actually helps. So, I mean, those are like some simple things that I've been practicing. And I would like to just stop here so that I would also like to hear from you, like what has been your journey, or how you have practiced meditation, or how you have seen magic of meditation. And if you have any questions for me, I would be more than happy to answer. Everyone is with me?
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti. Good morning.
Morning, good morning. Thank you, Baba. I'm just practicing like just Baba said that the constant yogi state, you know. So I'm just on whatever action I do, or when I meet someone, or that time I just observe that the Baba is with me and continues in yogi state and continues in his connection. That way I'm practicing. So it gives me this good pleasure, this uh, solution I get. Yeah, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Am I audible, brother?
Yes, yes, yes.
Very wonderfully explained by brother Datta Bhai, na?
Yes.
It was very nice. And it was very narrative also and very interesting. Each and every Brahmin soul is not an ordinary soul. It's selected by the Almighty Authority, Almighty God. So we all have the responsibility that whatever actions we do, whatever we have in our mansa, that is translated into vacha, and that is resulting into the karma that we all understand. We Brahmins very well understand this. And we also understand that what we do, people watch it. People watch it very minutely. They observe us. And when they see the difference between us and the other people, that we children are very silent, we children follow the discipline, we children are different from others. And that is the main attraction. And due to that only they come to Brahma Kumaris. Just a few days before, I was hearing one lecture of one great personality. She was telling that when you see the persons going to Brahma Kumaris, they have got a glow on the face.
Mm-hmm.
And that glow is not an ordinary glow. This the word glow. If you you can outline the word glow, GLOW. That's the moment we absorb the Gyan. G is for Gyan Sarupa and Gyan Murta. The moment we just dip in the knowledge, जैसे ज्ञान गंगा में जैसे नहाते हैं, जैसे in ordinary we take bath, we become fresh. ज्ञान गंगा में नहलाते और बाबा कहते लक्स सोप, we apply lux soap, and the more soap we apply, more lux soap we apply, and more ज्ञान गंगा, we become fresh. श्याम से सुंदर होने की प्रक्रिया चालू हो जाती है. The transformation from श्याम to sundar process takes place. And that the word G, which I understood and which I'm trying to understand, maybe others may differ from me, but what I feel that the blue word G is for Gyan Murti and Gyan Sarup. More we follow Baba's Gyan, more Srimat we follow, the transformation, the changes takes place. And another word is L, that is lawful and loveful. If you really follow Srimat line by line, word by word, that means, and whosoever is Agyakari is always loveful. And another word is O. If we are obedient to Baba, Agyakari to Baba, we find the difference. We get the extra blessings of Baba also. And the last word is W. That means if you become Gyan Sarup, Gyan Murt, loveful and obedient to Baba, W, you really become wonderful. So this is the process which every Brahmin soul passes on. And another which I talked about, Murli. That Murli, when we read Murli, we find it that we are going in the process of introspection, going in the process of checking. Because Murli is just like a darpan which tells us what are the loopholes within us. Because while reading Murli, it is just information. It is basically a guidelines for all the Hovan Devatas. That these are the guidelines. If you follow those guidelines, definitely, because it's a guidelines directly from the Almighty God, that we can really become God and goddesses. So Murli, what I feel, helps us in the process of introspection, and that is checking and changing, and also helps us not to see others, but to see us within. That is also helps us to come from Bahya Mukta to Anta Mukta, the journey inwards. And I really enjoy that inward journey. This is a journey I try to explore myself. Baba told, you are a soul. Baba told, you are a divine soul. Baba told that you are a Hovan Devata. I try to experience that. And in that process, we do realize that yes, Baba is right. And yes, if we can follow Baba's Srimad, transformation takes place within. And when the transformation takes place within, the outer appearance also changes. And that people do realize, and they say there's a glow on all the all the Brahma Kumaris and Brahma Kumaris. Okay, there's a lot to share, but the time is there. I like others also to share. Okay, Om Shanti.
Thank you, brother. Anyone else would like to share? Any thoughts, any questions?
Om Shanti. If there is anybody else, or should I continue?
I don't know. Let us wait. Wait. Maybe others would like to share.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Good morning, Datta. Bhai. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
It's such a free thing I was waiting really for mastering, and I was waiting for the magic. I was waiting, what's the new magic which we are going to get today? And destiny, power just returned to me 15 minutes back. But I thought, wow, I'm going to get a beautiful. But this is nice. Today, I'm going to have a supermarket. Listening to a meditation or churning or the experience from you all divine souls. I'll just make my journey a little bit short. I was enshrined into spirituality because being born to parents, and my father used to often say the Gayatri mantra. So a kind of a spirituality, they were always bound. It was not like a compulsion, but it was like a kind, if you need to really be close to yourself, close to God, we chose our Ishta Devata. And then we went into spirituality. So I often found like the word meditation was a very big bonker word for me. But what we were given to understand that I got this discipline first from Swami Chinmayananda when I was right from young age, when I was in Balavihar. So it's like a discipline sitting down close to God. And there I remember we used to have some scriptural churnings of the Gita. Then we used to be said, okay, sit down, close your eyes. It was always close my eyes. And your Ishta Devata, if it is Krishna or Rama, bring it in your mind. And then beautifully, Krishna's feet, Krishna's thighs, Krishna, and then Krishna's face, enjoying that whole thing. That was how we were taught meditation. Then we were also taught over there, like meditation is talking to yourself, like Girija talking to Girija. And then through meditation, talking to God. That was one kind. Sometimes whenever, I found people are very challenging, very difficult, I find something in my mind, it's blowing. I just felt I want to throw everything and sit somewhere and think. So that is actually think. So later I found that was Samatha Yoga, like, calming the mind. I liked it. And earlier, those times, we used to let out, tears used to come whenever we are down. But when I used to sit down and calm the mind, the tears used to go off. I liked even that. There were so many techniques of dhyana or so many things I've given. And I also peeped into Vipassana, like we say, where an insight was given. So everywhere I found meditation was just feeling something, being aware of something else, and seeing that love. And that moment only, whatever I have in my mind, I used to tell God. I don't know whether it was bliss or something, but when I used to see Rama in my who was my Rishtadev, in my mind, I used to love it. And I used to ask him a lot of questions. So then there were many more guru, scholars, Paramahamsa and all. And but everywhere I had one discipline, you know, for 5 minutes, think. Like for 5 minutes, just have a, like what we call it as Hatha Yoga. 5 minutes, think what you're going to do. And then the 5 minutes, okay, what you're going to do throughout the day. There was no magic. There was nothing, let me tell you, till I came to Raj Yoga, I didn't find any magic. I just was plugging to myself, and nothing else. But when I came to Raj Yoga, you know, it was not just plugging to myself. I found I could plug myself to everyone, to the universe, like, and I could take that switch, and it was a beautiful plug which I was taught. So when I came to Raj Yoga, I was told, if you want to really learn Raj Yoga, you need to come for 7 days, which I never believed. I said, what, 7 days to read? It's so huge scripture. They said, no, nothing. You just come for 7 days, you will learn the beauty. Then I know what it was. They were giving us material so that whenever the mind went into meditation and all those secrets of life could be removed. Whether it is sovereign of the mind, whether it is consciousness, whether it was the cycle, it was just to get to know better, get to know myself and God better, get to know the secret of who he is, what he is, where I'm going, what I'm going, all that was just the 7 days. But that itself is not enough. We need to master it. We have already been given the nectar. So in Raj Yoga, when Baba said kings, so I take all these yoga which I learned in my childhood days, and now, as somebody rightly said, it is not a yoga which you have already mastered every day. One day, today, say 2 or 3 days, I break my disciplines. I don't listen to the murli or somewhere something within me goes off. So it's constant. It is not something, I was there in the Gyan for 30 years. I think, no. You can go out even after that if that word constant is not there. As the brother said, if you go, I needn't tell anyone about Raj Yoga. I think we are all there. I just wanted to say my journey, how I came to yoga, and what is the thing? Yes, the disciplines. And for me, the disciplines, the Amrit Vela or the I won't say honestly that I'm following all the traffic control. After it goes, maybe I will just play the song in my mind. I'm not a very disciplined as far as traffic control is concerned, but I used to love that 1 minute in an hour. I used to like that. So I tried that. And keeping myself only in scriptures, anything else and all, for that moment, I found the mind is like a sponge. It accepts everything, everywhere, in every wise. So as far as possible, to just tune my mind to the Murlis, to the scripture, to what Baba has got to say. So much more we could share, Datta Bhai. But for me, it is just me, my Baba, Murli, Madhuban. I think all this will make me M for master and M for magic. Thank you very much. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Thank you. There is one question in the chat box: how to feel other, the test of meditation. So, what exactly you'd like to ask, brother? I'm not getting the question.
Om Shanti. We can suppose we are doing a meditation and we are responding, but the other one, suppose who is having a challenges in their life, you know, so we have to make feel what is the meditation is. We have to make feel that this is. So how can we give the meditation as a practice and can give one kind of practice that we can do and he or she can do in his life and like
So, how long you have been practicing meditation now?
I'm from 3 years.
Okay. So, basically, it is the simple guided commentary that we can do, like whatever way you do meditation, let's say, to reminding yourself about, like being in that soul conscious state, let's say. And it is a very simple commentary that if you can just take that soul, through guided commentary to Paramdham and, to see that beautiful star Shiv Baba and take his light. Even that simple commentary also can be very helpful. It is just
Okay.
allowing that soul to relax, rest, and then take their attention. I don't know how much it will be helpful. I mean, possible for him to go there. But again, you guide them, you take them along with you.
Okay.
And when they reach there, automatically Baba will do his magic, and of course that soul will feel definitely very peaceful and relaxed. And it will be, I mean, if it is in pain, even they feel that light be very healing.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, Gagan. Thank you.
You're most welcome. So let us sit back, relaxed and comfortable. Preparing ourselves for the beautiful experience and journey. I remind myself how fortunate I am that God chose me for His task to make this world a beautiful place, to transform it I look at myself, a wonderful journey so far, and I see my life at present, how easy it is in the company of Shiv Baba. He's always with me, constantly guiding, always there. And I see myself effortlessly moving ahead, receiving a lot of support from everyone. I'm beautiful soul, very simple, pure, and powerful. And from here, I take my attention in 1 second to my sweet home, Paramdham, Shantidham. And I see myself as a point of light, spreading white light in this world, in this land of peace. look at this world full of orange-red light. And see myself as a very beautiful, sparkling star at peace. At ease, very comfortable and light. And I see a brighter star, which is so different, so unique. And this brighter star is the divine light, divine. Beloved Shiv Baba. And I see myself getting closer to this sparkling star. And I see myself drawn towards that light, which is so beautiful, so peaceful. And I see all my worries and tensions have disappeared as I move closer to this light. That whole lightness has entered my being. And I see myself surrounded with that white, bright light all around. This light is so pure, so gentle, so kind, healing me, soothing me, protecting me. And I see myself very close to this light, this sparkling star, which is shining so bright. I feel that embrace of light. And this is the light of divine. Two stars, one light, full of love, full of peace. Enjoying the presence of divine. Experiencing that light. At peace.
Om Shanti. We all are in silence experiencing magic of meditation.